oppressive and suppressive acts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sri K.C. Venugopal.
Thank you, sir, giving me this opportunity. Mike. Thank you, sir, giving me this opportunity. As we all know, we are discussing this year budget in an extraordinary situation. On one side, COVID pandemic and its impact, and on the other side, our Annadada are in a historical fight against the anti-farmer law passed by the central government. Since last 75 days, they are in the street. Without considering the cold weather, they are in the street. Around 70 farmers have lost their lives during this agitation. I salute their uncompromising historic struggle to save their present and future. I extend my solidarity to them in their peaceful and non-violent struggle. I pay my homage to our Kisan brothers who lost their lives during this agitation. Coming to the budget, so many our colleagues has already been discussed about the various factors which are reflecting through this year budget. Unemployment is a major issue. Now we are remembering the words of our Honorable Prime Minister. It is very shame. The same Prime Minister who declared creation of 2 crore jobs every year is totally silent on the high rise of unemployment in our country now. As per according to the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, CMI, about 21 million salaries employees lost their job during April, August. There were 86 million salary jobs in India during 2019-20. In August 2020, it is only 65 million. Rural employment remains at worrying levels, that is 9.15% in December 2020 as CMI IE data. As per the information provided by the Ministry of Tourism in the Standing Committee itself, it is terrible, sir. The pandemic led to projected loss of around 1 lakh crore revenue in the tourism industry alone, and in the case of employment, around 2 to 5.5 crore job loss in the industry alone. Where is the way forward to address this concern, Honorable FM? Where we are going to compensate this unemployment issue? To make the situation worse, now the banks are very much reluctant to give loans to the tourism sector also. This is also stated by the Tourism Secretary himself in the Tourism Standing Committee. Even the measures the government has announced in the budget to meet these extraordinary challenges, if there is there. Unfortunately, there is nothing to revive the sector or generate employment. The youth in the countries are asking, where is the job? In the budget speech or in the budget documents, there are no roadmaps to create more employment for the youth in the country. Budget is totally silent on creating new employment opportunities. Coming to the per capita income, at least now we are behind even to Bangladesh in terms of per capita income. SBI EcoRap June 23, 2020 has projected that per capita income in India will fall in severe manner post-COVID. It is estimated that the per capita income will decline by 5.4% in February 21 to rupees 1.43 lakh. Sir, the economic survey itself has pointed out that GDP registered a shocking 23.9% collapse between April-June 2020, the first contraction in 40 years. The daily wage earners, street vendors, migrant laborers, unorganized workers are still in an unexplainable crisis. What is the roadmap this government is providing for them? As you all know, this type of extraordinary situation need extraordinary measures. The people in this country had a great hope and expectation from the first budget after the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. They were eagerly waiting to get relief to revive their livelihood, revive their business, and revive their economic activities. It is very sad to state that the budget unfortunately failed to give confidence to the people of this country, sir. It is not the effect of pandemic alone. Before the COVID, the GDP projection for 2020 were already bad. The pandemic has only deepened the pre-existing economic crisis. GDP growth had already hit an 11-year low in 2019-20. Even now, the government is arguing that economic is on V-shaped recovery. But how that recovery is possible is not answered in the budget, sir. Curiously, one mantra is behind you, that we are all agreeing, we are all seeing. That mantra is privatization. The budget has included every measure to sell out our public enterprises. Disinvestment is the only source of income as far as this government is concerned. Earlier the airports, now shipping sector, and again to the insurance sector. Every sector is being sold out for the benefit of a handful crony capitalist friends. The government has already sold airports. Now the Airport Authority of India become Airport Authority of Adani, sir. Now the Shipping Corporation of India is also going to in the same way. Rail also. Yes, everything is going on the same way. Only the benefits on these buyers are 2-3% only. That is what the India is now wondering. MSME is the major sector for reviving our economy. It is the backbone of our economy. MSME employs nearly 12 crore people. It is responsible for about 48% export. What is happening in the MSME sector? Already Chidambaram ji pointed out. That is totally collapsed there. 35% of the MSME sector shut down. It is totally collapsed. What is the roadmap for reviving MSME? Nothing is there. That is the major area providing jobs. You didn't have any vision. You didn't have any program. Then how can you revive MSME sector, sir? Government offered credit access, ignoring the MSME sector's demand for stimulus to address working capital requirements. Manrega, that also everybody pointed out Manrega. The only hope for crores of Indian household was the rural employment scheme. Even though the Honorable Prime Minister in other house has called it as a monumental for the corruption of UPA government, now everybody is saying that's the only one scheme which providing jobs in the rural sector. But what is happening now? Total, as per the records, nearly 120 million people have asked for the job under the scheme this financial year. Total work demanded under Manrega in 2021 is 53% higher than last year. Nearly 35 million people have requested Manrega work in the month of December and January 2020. This is a clear sign that there is a high demand for a job in the rural sector. In spite of the demand from the people and suggestion from experts, Manrega allocation for 21-22 did not cross the rupees 1 lakh crore mark and stand rupees 73,000 crore only. This is a 34.5% reduction from 2020-21. From this reduced amount, it is clear that how the government is going to revive unemployment in the rural sector. So migrant labor issue we discussed so many times. We saw their plight. Poor migrant workers, they have been died during their work away. It is also concerned that there is no immediate relief to the migrant laborers and unorganized sector in the budget. The enrollment of 25 crore workers in the proposed portal will take at least 5 years, which is announced in the budget. What are the immediate measures the government has taken? Nothing is there. Plus petroleum prices, that is also discussed here. Yesterday, Honorable Minister has given a reply to my supplementary question. Actually, with most respect, I am trying to speak that it is totally a misguiding statement. With all my respect, I would like to say that Honorable Minister was misleading this House. Let me put some details on this regard. In May 2014, at the end of the UPA second government term, the petrol price in Delhi was about rupees 71 per litre, and the global crude oil price averaged US dollar 101.10. Today, crude oil price is at 58 US dollar, and petrol price in Delhi is at 87.30. How it is happening like this? On April 21, 2020, the crude oil price fell to its lowest level since 1999. It was the lowest price in 21 years. The price was at 16.38 US dollar. Then what did the government do? What did the government do? Whether the benefit of the lowest price passed to the people, common people of the country? No. Within a week, what the government do is, within a week, on May 5, 2020, the government increased the excise duty on petrol and diesel. Excise duty was increased by rupees 10 per litre on petrol and rupees 13 per litre on diesel, a record hike. It has to be remembered that the hike was happening during the COVID period. And since June 7, 2020, petrol and diesel prices were increased for 22 consecutive days. It didn't stop there. Since November 19, 2020, the government has increased the petrol and diesel 60 to 15 times. Excise duty on petrol in May 2014, excise duty on petrol was rupees 9.20 when UPA was in power. And diesel was rupees 3.46 per litre. The last 6 years, you have increased the excise duty on petrol by additional rupees 23.78 per litre and on diesel by an additional of rupees 28.37 litre. You have hiked excise duty in 13 times and has earned rupees 19 lakh crore in last 6.5 years by increasing excise duty on petrol and diesel alone. What you have done is 19 lakh crore with that 19 lakh crores. People are suffering again and again. They are in very much pain. Nothing is happening. In addition to this, now you have decided to impose an agricultural infrastructure development cess also. Therefore, this is what the situation in the petrol. Therefore, I think the entire minister has totally misled the House while saying that this is only because of the crude oil price in the international market. That is a totally irresponsible statement, sir. I would like to tell that. Sir, then regarding the defense, today we discussed about that also. There is no, so Chidambaram ji pointed out, there is no even mentioning about the defense, the word defense in the budget itself. You are very much nationalistic. We saw the nationalism. The leakage of a WhatsApp message. We saw the nationalism. Balakot incident was leaked by one of your media friends. The country witnessed the nationalism by the BJP. You are talking about nationalism every time. What is your defense preparedness? Nothing is there. No additional. I will tell, in 2018, Indian Army Vice Chief Lieutenant General Sarath Chand had informed the Standing Committee on Defense that 68% of the army equipment was in the vintage category, 24% in the current, and 8% in the state-of-art category. What the government is doing? What is your action on that for modernization of these defense forces? If any mentioning is in the budget, we didn't see any mentioning this in budget. Therefore, now Honorable Rajnath Singh today have given a statement about the border issues. We are all with you on this issue. Fighting our enemy countries, we are all with you. But you are not giving enough information to the political parties of the country. You are not taking into the conference to all political parties. That is what the country is lacking. You are doing your level things to show that you are the master in all these things. This is not going to help us. This is what I want to tell. Then so many announcements. My friend Muralidharan is sitting there. When is the Kerala National Highway announcement has happened? You know that Honorable Nitin Gadkari already announced 5 months before that NH is going to widen 6 line in Kerala. Now in this budget, you have announced 65,000 crore was announced for the road development in Kerala. That is a package of NHAI. Everybody know about that. So many announcements was made before also. In 2015, Honorable Prime Minister announced a 1.25 lakh crore to Bihar package, big package. That was a poll promise. But schemes worth only rupees 1,559 crores of the package was executed in Bihar up till 2020. Out of 1,25,000 crores, 1,559. This is the promises you have made pastly. This also, and then also last PR election you promised that free vaccine for poor people. We didn't see anything in this budget about the vaccination cost. Okay, you speak, brother. Sir, farmers are protesting. Our Annadadas are
Please don't. Let him speak.
Our Annadadas are in a historical struggle. They are fighting day by day. Our Prime Minister is telling Andolan GVs. I didn't understand this Andolan GVs phrase. We saw some Andolan in 2014 also. Whether they are also Andolan GVs promoted agitation? Before coming to the power, Delhi witnessed so much Andolans. Our national capital witnessed. My humble question to the Honorable Prime Minister, whether that also proposed by or instigated by Andolan GVs? This is a real. Yes, brother, Andolan will be there. If there is the political system in the country, system in the country
Mr.
itself.
Venugopal, you don't have to reply.
I'm
You
replying.
address the chair.
The political system in the country is like that. What do you mean by Andolan? India got freedom through Andolan. That's right. Mahatma Gandhi is the most important, biggest Andolan GV in that sense. Because of he done an Andolan for getting freedom from British Raj. Yeah, International Congress also. Now, this is Gandhi as leader of the International Congress. Every time.
I'll check the record. And if it is denigrating, then I'll expand it from
my question is, when the poor farmers are fighting for their livelihood, they're fighting for the present and future. How can you abuse like this? How can abuse like this, sir? Sir, how can you abuse like this?
I'll check the record.
They are branded as Khalistanis. They are branded as terrorists. They are branded as Pakistan agents. Every day somebody sitting in the evening TV debates and they are abusing our farmers like anything. Shame.
Now you conclude.
Yes, sir, I am going to conclude. Sir, this is the fate of our Annadadas are facing due to the attitude of this government. Therefore, actually, the farmers need an answer from the government. I would like to end my speech quoting the same Tirukural which the Honorable Finance Minister was quoting. Uluvar Ulagattarku Aniyattatradu Iluvare Ellam Poruthu. This is the quote from Tirukural. That means farmers are the linchpin of the world. They also support all others who cannot pluck. So listen to the farmers. So their concern. Withdraw this Kala Kanun. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. The next speaker is Anurag Thakur.